When I was in Colombia before I came to the UK, I imagined British people being very polite and speaking with a posh accent. I used to believe Englishmen were wearing top hats and long coats all the time, because my cousin lived in London for a couple of years, and he sent some photos to a family where he was wearing these clothes. It was after I came to Britain that I realized he was dressed that way because he was working as a hotel porter. I used to imagine that British people were all white skin and blue over eyes. I didn't know it was a multicultural country. In Colombia, we all look the same, dress the same way and speak the same. But in this country, everyone is so different that I cannot recognize who is British.
That's really difficult. What makes a man British? And being a decent person.
Well, obviously being born in the country helps, definitely. And just embracing the culture, kind of drinking loads, which means going to pub loads, and supporting a very failing football team.
The way we talk, the way we act, and the way we look at things.
Lazy, nasty.
Not necessarily being born here, but just becoming the embodiment of British things.
A stiff upper lip, a cup of tea when things get really difficult.
Truly tolerant. Oh, that's Dutch, isn't it? Passion, Spanish. I'd say we're pretty ordinary, really.
Being British is being diverse, being open to change.
When they come from Britain. Well, probably because they like fish and chips.
But isn't British your parents being from another country, one of your parents being from another country and you being born here?
Well, the British is just... Nobody's British, are they, really? Or English, at least. They're all European somehow, aren't they? I don't know, living in England for a certain amount of years, that makes you British, I suppose. Are you British? Are you British?
Although it's interesting to hear British people's opinion about what makes someone British. For me, the definition of being British relies on the results of my exam.
Results noticed life in the UK test. I regret to inform you, following your test today, knowledge of life in the United Kingdom, that you have not yet reached the required level for the purposes of obtaining indefinite leave to remain under the immigration rules of naturalisation as a British citizen under Section 6 of the British Nationality Act 1981. You should be able to take the test again, but we suggest some further study of the areas identified below before you do so. You should also check if you have enough valid leave to remain in the UK to enable you to take the test again.
I need to pass the test. I don't know what to do. If I don't pass the test, I don't know what will I do with my life. I will have to start a new life again. I've been living in England for the last 3 years, and I'm happy here. I'm already settled here. This is my home country now, and I don't want to go. I need to study harder and pass the Life in UK test. It has to be done.
Life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents. Early Britain. The first people to live in Britain were hunter-gatherers in what we call the Stone Age. For much of the Stone Age, Britain was connected to the continent by a land bridge. People came and went, following the herds of deer and horses which they hunted. Britain only became permanently separated from the continent by the Channel about 10,000 years ago. The first farmers arrived in Britain 6,000 years ago.
I love this country. Special. Since I moved to Brighton, having the sea in the city made me very happy. And also the weather is not too bad. My home country is beautiful. We have a lot of nature and people are nicer than here. but I need to stay in England. Half of me belongs here. I fell in love with the country. It's like when you are in love with someone. It's very difficult to find an explanation. It just happened. I don't want to go back to Colombia. I don't want to stop my life in here. Why everything have to be so difficult? Why we need visas and passport to live somewhere? We should be free to choose where we want to be. We are all the same human beings. I didn't choose to be born in Colombia, and now I can't even choose where I would like to live my life. Everyone is asleep. It's midnight. I can't sleep. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone from the other world. Expectations from me. I will like to ask British citizens some of these questions I have to learn from my test.
Which of the following statements is correct? Mary, Queen of Scots, was unrelated to Queen Elizabeth I, or Mary, Queen of Scots, was a cousin of Queen Elizabeth I.
The second one. She was definitely a cousin.
Correct. Which record tells us about England during the time of King William I? Was it the Domesday Book, the Diary of Samuel Pepys, or the Magna Carta?
Daniel Pepys.
No, I was only Magna Carta.
It's the Domesday Book.
Well, I was going to say that, but
Which Scottish king defeated the English at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314?
Yeah, that laugh.
Was it William Wallace, Robert the Bruce, Malcolm, or Andrew?
Andrew's a nice Scottish name.
It was Robert the Bruce. Approximately how many years did the Romans stay in this country? Was it 50 years, 100 years, 400 years, or 600 years?
4.
Absolutely correct. Well done.
Really?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, wow.
Which language was spoken by people in the Iron Age? Was it Latin, Celtic, English, or Anglo-Saxon?
The Iron Age, that would have been Anglo-Saxon, wasn't it? The
It's the
Iron Age.
Celts.
It's Celtic. I was going to say Celtic, funny enough. I was going to say that. I was debating on which one it was. Couldn't work it out. The
That's
Anglo-Saxon was more the Romans, wasn't it?
St. David's is the patron saint of which country? England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland?
My friend asked me this question. She didn't tell me the answer. Scotland, I don't know.
Oh.
What's the answer?
It's Wales.
Today, I tried to find answers about the purpose of this test. I still don't understand why, in order to become a British citizen, I have to learn all the history of the country. I think it will be easier if they tell me how can I find a job or where can I pay my taxes.
Let me say something. I think the problem is we're British, but then when you ask us these questions, especially now that if you want to be a British citizen, you have to go through these kind of tests, these questions. I've always thought it was really silly because I was born in Britain and I wasn't taught any of these. I'm a teacher. I don't teach my children any of these things. We teach them about the Great Fire of London, but not the Battle of anything. So I think there's a problem with English people, British people trying to find the British identity and are trying to do it through these questions. And if they're going to do that and allow people to come into the country based on these questions, shouldn't we as British citizens also know these questions?
The teacher in Croydon left me thinking. I never told her I was going through the visa process or about the test. I agree with her. And it makes me feel a bit annoyed the fact that I have to know more British history than many residents from the UK.
This is horrible. Look, pubs. That much should be the entire book. I know, that's shocking. I didn't know that existed, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that exists. It shouldn't. You should come here and have fun. I'd like to think there's a little book in Colmbian where we all just go. It doesn't have Diwali in it.
Today is my last chance to do the test again. My visa will expire next week. And if I don't have the Life UK test certificate, I won't be able to apply for a new visa. I'm on my way to the test center. It is a typical busy day in Brighton, but today feels different. The protest, the shoppers, the crowd, and chaos outside seem to mirror what I feel inside. My stomach is in knots and my thoughts are racing. What happens today at the test center will affect the rest of my life. I'm certainly not alone in this journey. Looking around me, I can see my hopes and fears reflected in the faces of all the people taking the test. They are obviously going through the same emotion as me, and we all have their own story to tell.
Yeah, my wife went to Dominican Republic. She was just working there as a voluntary. We met there. We came here just to knew the Michelle, my wife's family, and to start a new life here.
What happened if you don't get your visa?
I think it's not a good idea when you are married, because that can divide the married. You imagine if I need to go to Dominican Republic when my wife is working here, just we have our life here, we work, it's just hard. They need to see that more the fact, the family, the feeling, the human side about that.
Congratulations, yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe I was so stressed because I don't have 1 week to fly.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Now we are celebrating outside the building where I did my test.
That I passed my test.
Cheers to that. Yeah, I'm very proud of me because I know more about the history of the country than someone from the UK. I'm happy after 3 times I done the test. I finally passed. I like the one. Now I have to apply for my visa next week and see if I pass it as well.
I just remember how my life was before I came to England. I didn't have any worries in my country. I had a job, my father, friends, even my own flat. I had everything, except my mother. She moved to Sweden when I was 14 because she wanted to start a new life after she divorced my father. I didn't see her for almost 10 years. I remember I started forgetting her resemblance. I I decided to come to the UK with a student visa to learn English for 1 year. That was my excuse. Because I knew after being in Europe, I could see her again. I think my real reasons to come to this country was the necessity of seeing my mother, touch her, and kiss her. And the first gift this country has given me was her, waiting for me at Heathrow Airport. I'm ready to apply. I already paid my visa fees, and I finally have my Life in UK certificate. I also have my English language certificate, a letter from my job, bank statement for the last 6 months, my solicitor letter to Home Office, and the most important, my passport. This shows my history since I came to this country, all the times I visited my mother in Sweden. It is unbelievable how my life depends on these stamps. It is just a paper that allows me to be free in this world. This is the Home Office, and a no place for British citizens, and a second home for immigrants. In this place, a complete stranger decide our future. I just had my interview, and I'm now waiting for an answer. They say it would take probably 2 hours. I'm panicking now. I need to know what's gonna happen with me tomorrow. I did. I passed my test and I got my visa. Now that I have my visa, I can finally put into practice what I've been told about what makes someone British. And I think the best way to do it is doing what the Life in UK guidebook says that makes someone British and British people do. And let's see. Football. Football is the UK's most popular sport. It has a long history in the UK, and the first professional football club were formed in the late 19th century. People in the UK spend their leisure time in many different ways. One of the most important is gardening. A lot of people have gardens at home and will spend their free time looking after them, cooking and food. Many people in the UK enjoy cooking. They often invite each other in their homes for dinner. Traditional foods England, roast dinner, which is served with potatoes, vegetables, and Yorkshire puddings, and it's baked in the oven. Pubs. Public houses are an important part of the UK social culture. Many people enjoy meeting friends in the pub. I'm very happy because this is the end of my journey, trying to become a British citizen. I did everything I could do, probably someone could do. It was a very stressful time, and I finally got my visa, and now to try British things. That is part of people's life in this country. But what I realized is none of this makes someone British. The best thing about being British is you can be who you are, whatever you want to be. You don't have to follow all these things these books say or the government say. No, you just have to be who you really are. And I'm a Colombian girl. I'm 100% Colombian.
and I love this country. I want to stay here, but I want to keep being who I am. And for that reason, I'm going to celebrate tonight with my friends with our Colombian style.